It is now on the phone with Sonny. Okay, now what happened?
Girl, I've been following the Minnesota Somalians,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ugly.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is so big in Minnesota that nobody have not heard the whole allegation that's what's going on. And
Mm-hmm.
what I'm looking at, if you connect the dots,
Mm-hmm.
if you connect these dots,
Mm.
who was running for the vice president of the Democratic Party when Kamala Harris,
Kamala.
yeah, Kamala, she appointed this guy from
Waltz.
Minnesota, Waltz.
Tim Waltz.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He the governor of Minnesota. He all down with what's going on up there with all this here illegal activities with the Somalians.
Mm-hmm.
His whole party, the mayor, the council, all of them, including the congresswoman
Mm.
Ilhan Omar, is all down with this fraud that's been money coming from the taxpayer in America, shipping it over to their country in Somalia.
Well, she always made it known that's what she was doing, that she was in office to represent her people
Her
in her
people, right?
community.
But she ain't never say how she was representing them.
She didn't have to.
When remember
Mm-hmm.
when remember I discussed that with you
Yeah.
before all this hit the fan. I
Mm-hmm.
said they looking at this lady. I don't know, something is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now come to find out, that's why Trump came out saying all what he was saying about the country is this, go back to your country, and she bold saying she ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But now they getting ready to have a at the Supreme Court. They getting ready to go back and pull up that birthright citizenship.
Uh-huh.
He wanna cut that out. And he said that this only the birthright citizen should be only for the slave um ancestries and their kids. Like
Well, okay,
if
first of all,
you
we don't want just no birthright. We want reparation. We want our cash, okay?
right, we want that. And we want that. But what he's trying to do is what he's trying to do. Okay, first of all, we already know this is a two-tier system.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like chocolate, brownie, I don't care what you want to call yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't light like white chocolate, you with that other side.
Just
And
say
so
if you look, Sonny says if you ain't white, blonde hair, blue eyes, you on the other side. If you
you on the
blackity
other
black,
side.
black, black, and I'm black y'all, and I'm black y'all, and I'm blackity, blackity, black y'all. If you're black, then okay, it's no representation there from
None whatsoever.
the government.
Because now they comparing her with Elon Musk. They both from Africa and they both from their country.
Mm-hmm.
And why one get preference and the other one don't?
Yeah, if you're gonna send one, you gotta send them all. You can't just say, uh,
This
I'm
person doing
this
this.
person can stay because they got money, because that's the
Right.
only reason Elon is
That's the
here.
only reason. And they complexion. They white
And they,
chocolate.
yep, because they don't consider themselves as black anyway.
They don't.
They
But
say that
see,
they're Somalians. They're not
right.
black.
And so, but see, now that's the problem they having with the black Americans, because they feel like we're not supporting them. But the whole time, you never even crossed that line to get acknowledged by the black Americans. You didn't acknowledge you were black because you say I'm not black. No, I'm like the Dominicans. I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm no black. I'm
I
no
know
black.
black. I know
I'm no
negro.
black.
I know negro. I know
I'm
negro.
no black. I'm
I
no black.
blanca. I
But you
blanca.
got black ancestors. If you go back in your history, it was slaves in your country.
Yeah.
Darkies, dark chocolate. That's the new name. White chocolate, dark chocolate.
Oh Lord. Yeah, no,
But
I know he's having a a issue with the Somalians because he didn't do whatever they thought he was going to do, and I don't know why they thought he was going to do something for them in their country when he don't care about this country. So what makes you think that he's going to do something for you in your country?
see, most of them were Democrats.
Mm.
They were Democrats. So it's like I say, it's bigger than what we see.
Oh yeah, I know.
So this here mayor, he was running. That his name is let me see, Fry.
Uh-huh.
Fry. I don't know
Uh-huh.
his first name, but
Uh,
a white guy, and he Jewish. So
Mm,
what he did, from what I'm doing the research, watching what's going on, what
right.
he did, because when the Somalians come into America, we thought they all came in as one. No, 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 no. They came in as tribal.
Mhm, mm,
So when they
mhm,
come in as tribal, you still have that controversy between each tribe. Even
mhm.
though they was leaving a country that was up in war, they came here and they did not assimilate with American or with their own
With
people.
the other people because they consider themselves separate because of
Tribal,
their
yeah, they
tribe.
still tribal.
Yeah.
So now
Mhm,
this mayor who happens to be white, he was running for his position to run for mayor, Fry, and then this Somalian, he was running, and that he was running, a Somalian was running, but
mhm,
Elham, um, Elham Omar, she was supporting the Somalian. That was
mhm,
that's who she's supporting. So what the white guy did, Fry, he goes and he goes to the other side of the tribes
mhm.
to
I
get
think
their
that's
vote.
Frey, Mayor Frey, Jacob Frey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
he went to that side to get that group of people to support him. So
Mm,
they must have outnumbered Omar's side with the
mhm.
with the with the Somalian guy, and they picked him to be
To
the
be the
mayor.
mayor. Yeah, the current mayor.
Okay.
Mhm.
But now he's a mayor, Jewish mayor with the Muslim. They getting
Mhm.
along.
Mhm.
They getting along. But now there's corruption going on over there.
Yeah, they're getting along because maybe they all on the same corrupt page, okay?
Exactly.
And somebody decided like, okay, this page is corrupt. I don't want to be a part of this. It's always going to be someone that's going to start whistling. They're going to
Right.
start blowing.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
The mayor employees, they start doing a whistleblower
Yeah. They
because
start
they
on.
see the corruption. They see what was going on. But the Somalians, they were all threatening them,
Mm.
saying they discriminating because they black and they racist and we gonna file charges. You threaten the people.
You're
So
not
I'm
black.
just on the whole board all scared.
But how you gonna threaten and say it's discrimination because you're black? You don't say black. They don't even identify themselves
They
as
don't
black.
identify themselves as black, but they use the race card. That's why the
Right.
black Americans
But they're
are mad
learning
with
that.
what's
Yeah.
going on because they
Mhm.
using the race card went to benefit them when they
Mm.
want to reap the benefit off of our back.
Y'all leave. You know what I want to say? I want to say, leave us the hell
Well,
alone.
that's what the black Americans are saying now. Like, dude,
Leave
if you come
us
over here
alone.
and you do not want to simulate with black American, because we gonna educate you. And they up there thinking that the white people is all down with them when they sat there and set y'all up.
Well, if we educate them, are they going to take the education that we're
No,
educating
because
them with?
nobody
No,
listened to
nobody
us.
listens. Nobody listens until it's time to listen. And at that point, we're not trying to tell you again. We're done.
We're done. And this is why they thinking why we're not out protesting and marching. They came out and protest for um um what the boy name is that his
Oh,
head
George
George
Floyd.
Floyd. We was
Yep.
out okay, but that's one time. Remember all them other
They
time?
they came out for Trayvon Martin. They came out for George Floyd. They came out for I think his name Michael Brown. They came out for them, but they came out because of whatever their reasons were, whether it was to get some clickbait or just to try to really figure out and find out why is this happening in the black community because there are white
Fear, right.
some
And that's what I
sincere
was gonna
white
say. And
people.
that's the
Yeah,
born one, the
yeah,
ones that citizens of the US.
yeah.
Those are the
Mhm.
ones that's really concerned and they
About
need
what's
to know.
going on. Like, why is this happening to in the black community? Why does this happen? So when you when we're coming out, we're not getting online saying y'all need to come out and support us. We don't do that. We
Right.
just get out there and we go and do what we need to do. But then if you want to come, you're coming because of your own merits, but you're coming because of the purpose, not because you want to get some content, you want to get clicks, you want to get views and all this other bull crap. But at the end of the day, there are some sincere, not a lot, but there's some sincere white folks out there that really is out there for they're in the trenches for the cause.
And let me say that. And a lot of them, like you said, a lot of them, you would think they out for the cause,
Mhm.
but they really messing up the cause.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my, mentors always would say, and my mentor
Yeah,
was, Malcolm
they
X.
really mess it
Mhm.
when they get involved.
Yeah,
They really is screwing it up.
yeah, they end up it's like, you know how when we touch stuff, whatever we touch, it turns to gold because we have a way of making things come to life? It's
Right,
like when they touch stuff, it start dwindling away.
falling apart,
You know, it's like
falling apart.
it's like a virus. It's
And
like a
what
virus.
I'm looking at, when I'm looking at this whole scenario, and I'm just looking at this situation because it's coming from overseas to come to America. So I'm wondering, do the white people start this war in these other countries to have those people to come back to this country, to milk this country, to send money to wherever they want it to go? I'm
You
trying to
never
just
yeah.
figure it out.
Hey, that's something to think about. Like, who is stemming these
Who
wars?
is
Like,
stimulating all these
who's
wars
stemming
for
them and
us,
for what?
for them, for America to be, oh, bring them in because we, this the free home of the free here. But
But see, that's the thing of the white Americans here. They're like the real plague of everything that goes on in this country and all the countries that's connected to this country. They're the plague
yeah,
because they're so easy to be influenced and
influence
manipulated of their stupidity. Stupidity is ruining them, have ruined the white culture or the white race. Stupidity. Their own people know how stupid they are.
yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? And their
yeah.
own peoples know just how much that they can indoctrinate them with because they know they're so stupid. They're gonna believe it, they're gonna fall for it, and they're gonna go along with it.
They're gonna
Now,
go along with
you
it.
all this stuff that's going on right now with Peter Pumpkin Eater and how he is doing this country and milking the hell out of the country financially, him, his sons, his daughter, his son-in-law, everybody. These people are still pro Peter
And
Pumpkin Eater,
yeah,
pro Trump, and it's like, dude,
yeah.
what?
They rather for the system to just crumble,
eh,
which he's saying, oh, this country is falling down. This country is don't have nothing because people being corrupt. But then, dude, what are you doing?
He is the one that's
Yeah,
corrupt.
that's what
Is
but what
the
I'm saying
corrupt.
is because that money didn't go directly to him, you know, like in a circle, Omar, the children of the future, because this they food thing they got up there, because you know they done arrested 80 people with fraudulent grants and programs that they have gotten from, you know, the government, and there's billions of dollars they have taken and shipped overseas. So what I'm saying is, if he ain't get no part of that money, he mad. That's why he going after them.
Oh, you talking
It's
about
like,
Peter Pumpkin Eater?
yeah,
Yeah,
he going after them.
yeah. Peter Pumpkin Eater's so damn greedy.
He's
Yeah,
so greedy
he's
because
so
that money was
greedy.
going out, but it didn't circulate to his head.
Yeah,
So he like, hold on, all this money going
I
out, and
need
I
to
can
get a
get a
piece of
piece
that pie. Like, goddamn, dude, how much money do you want? You're not like, what are you, 90?
of. Oh, but did you hear one of the you, I don't know if you heard, one of the Somalians had his picture, had Pumpkin eat a picture in his front showing that somebody messed up the plan. This the Somalian talking. Somebody messed up the plan, and we don't know. But I tell you what, Trump may not be here to see it, but his sons would be here to see it, and we taking over.
Well, go ahead, take over, honey. Let me see y'all do that.
He said we taking over. I said, oh,
Go ahead, I want to see that, honey.
and girl, all these people going back at it with this here. They said this white man said, huh, yeah, yeah, you don't know these here rural veterans.
They
He
pissed
said
off.
these rural veterans, they ready for you.
Yep, cause them veterans at the White House every day.
Okay.
Every day. It is a man. I cannot remember the guy's name. I have to get his name. I listen to him every day on Instagram, and he's at the White House, and it has a megaphone, and
Oh,
he waits for the people to walk in the White House, and he say, "Why are you going in the White House? Why are you going in there with a pedophile? Fuck you, Nazi! Fuck you, you Nazi! Fuck you, Nazi!" Excuse my language, but that's what he say. Fuck you, Nazi! And then he was doing that to everybody that would go into the White House. And
Right.
so,
Everybody walking in,
yeah, so
he
and so
blasted it.
and so it was like it was two couples, older white people, looked like they baby boomers. And one of the white men told him that he needed to calm down and watch the profanity and watch the profanity. He said, "What did you say to me?" He said, "What did you say to me?" He said, "It's children out here." He said, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no children out here. When you got a pedophile, you got a pedophile that's
Who
in the
bested
White
their
House."
children.
He said,
Mhm.
"Look at you, look at you." He said, "Take your ass back to your know nothing city. Take your ass back to your know nothing state." And he looked at the man, the other guy, because he said, "I bet you're a Trumpster. You're a Trumpster, right? You're a fuck you, Nazi." And so he looked at the other man. So wait, one of the ladies that was standing there, he said, "I bet you voted for Trump." And she put her finger up 3 times. He said, "Oh, you triple Trumper. You fuck you, Nazi." And then he looked at the other white man. He said, "Look at you, dude. You don't have a neck. Look at you, dude." I was like, "Oh my gosh, this man don't care."
He
And
don't care,
it's him
okay?
and
But
like it's a lot of them. They're all veterans. They're
yeah, they
veterans.
veterans. Like that
Yep.
man say, these veterans, they ready. They mad too.
Yep.
They mad.
Yep.
And not only that, the all Americans and people don't understand. We've been called all kind of names in this country
Yep.
because we were not acknowledged as Americans.
Yep.
Okay. First of all, wherever a person come from the country, they didn't have the same problems that we were having in this country. That's the USA, America. So when somebody say to a white person, "Oh, where you from?" They're going to say, "Oh, I'm from America. Oh, I'm American." But when they see a black person,
Mhm.
they're not going to say, when they ask you where you from and you say, "Oh, I'm from America, I'm American," they're going to look at you twice.
Yeah.
They're
Uh-huh.
going to look at you twice because they know they're not looking for black people to be living in
In
America. For
America.
some reason, they so blind that it got to be black people in America,
It's black
but you
people
don't know the
everywhere. We're
yeah, but you
everywhere.
don't know the history. So, in order for the black people to be acknowledged in this country, because all the names that they have stick us with, we say no, we ain't going for no. They say we were niggers, Negroes,
But they still talk,
colored.
they still say that. But
Yeah, but colored.
but
But
then
I'm just breaking
yeah.
it down.
Uh-huh.
Colored, to say we're black. So we
Mhm.
all accept that terminology. Not saying that we're black crayon color
Yeah. Yeah.
darkness, but it's just the terminology of the word because we identify. They calling
As black
themselves
Americans.
right. They're calling themselves white Americans because when you see them, you already know they white.
Yeah.
So now when you see us, you gonna know we black. But them,
Exactly.
but those Somalians say no, we're not black.
We're not
But
black. We're whatever tribe they are.
yeah, and I understand you call yourself, "Oh, I'm from Somalia. Oh, I'm from Nigeria. Oh, I'm from Kenya," but you won't say, "Oh, I'm African."
Right. They
You
won't say
won't come
that.
out and
No, they won't do that.
say,
They
"Well,
say they
what part of
proud.
Africa?"
Mm-hmm.
They will call themselves, "I'm Somalian, Kenya, I'm Nigeria,
Nigerian.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
from South Africa." They'll say, "I'm from South Africa,"
Africa. Mm-hmm.
but they won't. But the most of them, that's Kenya, Ghana, all of them, they.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the countries, they'll say, "Oh, I'm from Somalia," but I'm Somalian. I'm from Somalia. Okay, but what part? Where is it?
Where in Somalia? Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's how they look at us. So they can't understand why we use the terminology black
Black.
more so just saying we are American. See, when you go through the Jim Crow era, you couldn't say you were white. You couldn't say you were an American because they did not even accept us as an American.
Yeah.
They accept us as who they saw us as, and whatever name they throw at us, that's who they say we are. Until we strip that and call ourselves, because for some reason, a lot of them are thinking that the white man call us black.
No.
white man never gave us that title. We gave ourselves that
Yeah.
title to identify who we are.
And we didn't come up with African American. I think that
And
that was Jesse Jackson.
that was Jesse Jackson
Uh-huh.
came up with that, because I never forget when we always call ourselves Black Americans. Everybody used to acknowledge us as that. Even if you
Mhm.
came from the islands, they always, oh, you a Black American. They already know who we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
And I remember going to school, and then when I come home one day, Mom said, "Oh, they call you African American now." I said, "No, they don't call me no African American. I'm Black American." Like, I don't know nothing about no Africa.
Yeah, and first of all, we were already over here. It was black people already here.
Here.
Yeah, so we really don't know exactly where our roots align. Now, there may be some trace of DNA in our blood from ancestries and like the celestial ancestors from Africa, but we were not over there. We didn't come from over there. We were
To
already
say that's
here.
where we're from.
Right, we were already here. Like it was ancestors that were already here. If we go all the way back, and that's the thing, because they don't have a lot of history and records of who was here way before slavery, way
Right.
before that. Like I'm talking about back in
And
the 16,
right.
fifteen hundreds.
But see, that's why a lot of blacks are upset, because this is what, and I believe them, because this is how America operate. They would just say anything, and then the people would fall for it,
Yeah,
and they would just go along with it.
yeah.
So like you're saying, it was black people that was already here.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time, and then it was black people who were the Indians before it was the Indians.
Yeah.
That's another history right there.
Yeah, but me and Tisha just did a podcast on that. The Wampanoag and the Pequot tribe, they were already here, and those people were black.
They were black,
Those
and
people
you can
were
hear
black.
that.
Yeah,
You can hear it, and you can search it, and you will see that they were already
they
black.
were
But what they
yeah.
did, what's going on is just like what's going on with the black race. When you keep messing with other
Mixing.
race of
You keep
people,
mixing it. Yeah,
you mixing your race, you wiping out your particular race.
yeah. You keep putting cream in your coffee, baby.
You
Stop
keep putting
putting
that
sugar
cream in
cream
there
in your
and keep
coffee.
changing. It
Yeah,
keep
cause I'm
changing.
mocha. I'm mocha. You
And
coffee.
I'm dark
You
chocolate,
black.
and I
You black
love it.
coffee, and I'm mocha. So somebody done. You when you look at mama, cause mama, daddy, um,
Was a
is
little mix.
Cuban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a little mix.
He was
So
mixed with Cuban and his mama,
African.
yeah, African. His mom, I think his dad was from Spain and his mama was uh African, I think. Anyway, but we're gonna wrap this call up and I'm gonna call you back so we can repeat and come to the
Okay,
next one and I'll call you back.
got you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye.